Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we've walked from Port Quin to Port Isaac. So today we've arrived in a little village called Port Quin. Well, it's a hamlet really, it's a handful of houses. We're going to walk from here to Port Isaac across fields, returning via the coastal path. Port Quin is on the north coast of Cornwall, 2 or 3 miles west of Port Isaac. It is the location used in Martin. They used a little castle called Doyden Castle up on the coastal path, which is on the other side of Port Quin, so it's on the southerly side, and we'll go and explore that later. Our walk today is taken from Shortish Walks in North Cornwall, a Bassini's walk book. It's walk number 11, Port Quin to Port Isaac. It's about 5 miles long. They reckon it takes 2¼ hours, but on a hot day like this and to walk around Port Isaac, allow a bit more time. The purpose of this video is just to show you that you can park somewhere other than Port Isaac, which can get really heavily congested in the summer, and you can walk to Port Isaac and see all the attractions you want to see. So our first walk instruction today: park in the National Trust car park, well we've obviously done that. Leave the car park by the vehicle entrance, turn right and walk up the lane for 150 metres, bear left across the front of cottages where there's a public footpath sign, Port Isaac 2 miles. So this is obviously a well-used cow field, and where they regularly walk they create these wonderful ditches. Oh boys, is that good? Looks nice and cool in there. So the walk directions do mention the farm up there in the distance. That must be Rescorrick Farm, and we're aiming straight up the field. There's a stile between the 2 gates. Pass through another 2 fields and there's the farm. End of the 4th field we'll be turning left. We've now reached the farm and we can see the sea again on the other side of the headland. That promontory with the headland, like island on it, is actually King Arthur's castle at Tintagel.
At the 4th gateway, some 200 metres before you reach Rescorrick Farm, the track turns sharp right, but you instead go through the gateway and turn sharp left towards the sea, alongside the hedge and round a field border to a stile.
We're going to be coming back on that coastal path. Oh, I can't wait to see the views later. Oh, this is really delightful. It's a lovely shaded, such welcome shade on a day like today, shaded little lane.
Isn't it gorgeous? Come on then.
Watch out for stinging nettles if you've got exposed skin. Hello boy, hello boy. Descend into the valley bottom to a footbridge. Take the path uphill on the far side. Emerging from bushes, head straight up to and past an old lookout post. There's a stile 1/3 of the way up the far hedge. From the next field there's wonderful views of Port Isaac.
Okay, slightly unusual view of Port Isaac, isn't it? It's not the classic view you see from the other side.
No.
It's pretty today, doesn't it? You can see all the way up to Tintagel there. Okay.
But don't go too far. Your path lies just beside the left hedge and becomes a holloway, an old track worn down by centuries of horse traffic. This little holloway, it is lower than the rest of the ground around us. And it is so still. The wind has gone, it's dropped, it's peaceful, we can hear the birds and the bees. It's fantastic. These walk directions bring us out where Martin's surgery is, so it shouldn't be a very long walk before we go down and find the little house that they use for filming. Fern Cottage.
Miss Tishel's Pharmacy.
If you want to take a tour of all the film locations in Port Isaac, we've actually put a little video together, the links at the end. The sign says the crab and lobster. There they are filming! Wow! What are you saying about the taxi?
See what the initials spell.
Very funny. We came down that hedge up there. We're going to return via the coast path. That's secure, isn't it? Someone might walk off with that. So the walkbook says just rejoin the coastal path back to Port Quin Apparently it's going to be tough going, but the views apparently will sustain us. This coastline is just glorious. It's so rugged and dramatic. I adore it. Look at that beach over there. You'd need a boat to get over there, but nobody's been on there for years. When do you think the last person went on there?
Kayaker?
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to do coast steering.
You would, wouldn't you? Is that where we were earlier then, over there?
Yeah, I think so. That's the valley, isn't it? The wooded
Where the
valley?
footbridge was?
Yeah.
Okay. Port Quin, 2¼ miles.
Oh!
I think these are irises. Very pretty. Oh, good go hold it there. Ugh.
This is steep. This is one of the steepest sections I've ever done. Steeper than Polperro, steeper than Chapelporth. It's steep. Welcoming committee.
Ooh, hello. Here, cows. It's right on the edge here. Farmer's fenced this field off.
Beautiful though.
Yeah, he's done a good job because we've got a nice path here to work with. All the beautifuls. We saw a minute ago there was a little seal down there playing in the shallows. Can you see him?
There.
Oh yeah, just
Just no.
no.
Ah, look at him.
Just make him out.
Oh, cute. You must have mates out there as well. They must all be playing.
He's shining. I can see him.
Well, it's a very warm day. We're about halfway along the coastal stretch now. It looks like we've got a steep bit to go down with a railing, and then another couple of miles. Well, a mile at least anyway. Back over the headland. Port Quin is just over there in the next headland around. There's a little seal. Oh, cute. So fishermen have laid their lobster pots today, hoping to catch some lobsters. All the way up you can see tiny little dots of red marking each one. It's a bit hot today, isn't it, boys? Finally, we've made it back to Port Quin. That's somebody's roof, and the path just goes all the way around their house.
So we're now going to have a little bit of an explore of Doyden Castle, which you can see out there on the point. Doyden Castle, a truncated Gothic folly, was built by a successful local businessman called Samuel Simons in 1827. As a place to entertain friends, it's now a Grade 2 listed building and managed as a National Trust holiday cottage.
It was used in Series 5, Episode 8 in Doc Martin, where Dr. Ellingham declares his love for Louisa. So this is where we see them come charging up to rescue James. Isn't that so cute? It does look like a little castle. So that's where the rescue attempt started. And she would have leaned out of that window with baby James. And Louisa and Doc Martin would have been down here. In fact, I'm probably stood in the very spot. Wow, what a view. This is the view from Doyden Castle over to Pentyre. Bye bye Port Quin. Well, there you go, one of our secrets. Park here and walk to Port Isaac and avoid all that hustle and bustle. Our walk today is taken from Shortish Walks in North Cornwall, a Bassini's walk book. It's walk number 11, Port Quin to Port Isaac. It's about 5 miles long. There's the walk instructions. Very good walk. So a quick look at the map. We start in Port Quin, we go across fields up to the farm, then we head down toward Port Isaac. We explored the town for a little bit and came back along the coast. From Port Quin we explored Doyden Castle. I've really enjoyed our walk today. The guidebook did suggest it was going to be demanding and they did not lie, did they?
No, the initial walk going out to Port Isaac is quite flat. You go across farmland. It's when you come back from Port Isaac, you're right up on the coast there. It goes up and down quite a lot. It's lots of steps.
Jelly legs. Oh, they're still hurting, but really rewarding. The
Beautiful
scenery is fantastic, brilliant for spotting seals as well. We saw 1 or 2 seals playing in the ocean. What would you score it?
Oh, I think it's going to be, what, 8 out of 10?
I agree. The walk instructions were clear, the map was useful. It wasn't specific, but it was a good guide.
There's amenities obviously in Port Isaac halfway around, so if you want a coffee or an ice cream, there's plenty of places to choose from there.
Yeah, Port Isaac is beautiful, absolutely stunning. And we were lucky enough to see the film crew today. We've put that in another video, so check that out.